Hey, this is Shanda Sumter, and this is your audio newsletter from Hardcore Business, where we love to come and influence you and help you to just develop the business and the life that you want. And so today, I was really inspired to look at between now and the end of the year, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever your beliefs are. We're in the holiday season. And what's amazing is that so many places in the world are snowing already. So now I can already hear you. Some of you are like, no, I don't love the snow. I love the snow. So I'm a little crazy. I start playing Christmas music in July. But that's not what I'm talking about right now. What I'm talking about is that the feeling of the holiday season for some people is extraordinary, and for other people, it is filled with heaviness. However, you have got a choice. And that choice is that you are in the process of writing your story right now. And to me, that's just really exciting. Like, I'm writing my journey as an entrepreneur. I'm writing my journey as a wife. I'm writing my journey and my story as a mother and a friend. And as I'm like rolling into the end of the year, there's two things that I get excited about. One is that I love the feeling of before you go on vacation, you get a lot done. So what am I talking about there? We're down to the wire. Like, if this year is going to come together the way you want, you get to look at, like, between now and the end of the year, what would lift your spirits? What would have you, if you were totally responsible for how you're going to feel in the holiday season, how influential you're going to be, how positive you're going to be, how happy you're going to be? What do you need to accomplish that really feels like a personal win for you? And you have the benefit of lack of time. And I know that sounds really insane, but when I'm coaching people, the biggest thing that I can tell you that will kill even a great high performer is when they give themselves the leisure, the luxury of having more time to create something. The more time you give yourself to create a result, the less likely it is that you're going to create it. And so if you can think of the benefits of if you were going on a vacation, in 5-6 days from now, what would you need to get done in your house? What would you need to get done in your life? What would your workout schedule look like? Like, where would you amp things up so that you were living in a high vitality, a high spirit, a high responsibility of even an energetic excitement to accomplishment? See, every time we accomplish what it is that we want, remember, your goals and your aspirations are what you want. I know sometimes I see people approaching their goals and their aspirations, and they're approaching it with this heavy heart, like as if somebody is making you choose these goals that you want in your life. Like, if you're not inspired by your goals, then you might want to turn around and go, how do I redefine my goals so that they're meaningful to you? Like, you don't get to run other people's goals and what people expect of you. You get to look at the facts and take responsibility for your own life and go, what would light you up? So unhook from the pressure of success, unhook from the pressure of bills, unhook from the pressure of maybe a spouse or somebody you love, or even a kid looking up to you. Unhook from all of that and just realize that if we're creating at the level of leadership we're at, in other words, if we're doing our best, then what happens is that we actually automatically become an inspiration for the people around us. Now, we are responsible for picking the goals that mean something to us. So all of us have the same amount of days left between now and the end of the year. And we all can use the urgency power, or the power of urgency, to be able to create exactly what we want, maybe refine. I love the art of refining things, because sometimes some of the things you chose they really weren't worth your time. That's why you didn't prioritize them, because at the end of the day, you really weren't that committed to creating those results. And so what are you committed to between now and the end of the year? So that's the first thing that I'm really excited about. The second thing is really short, and that is that you are responsible for your moods. And, I was listening to somebody yesterday that said, your attitude will determine your altitude. And that really resonated with me, because I keep seeing people who are walking through their growth in life, whether it be business or personal, and some are fired up and they are creating insane results. We have created many, many millionaires this year. It's been extraordinary. Many, many millionaires. I know part of that was some new tactics that we figured out, but a lot of it was just our entrepreneurs just really taking responsibility for they're going to create the life they want now, and they're going to stop saying, I'm going to work my life around my next vacation. And they took their vacations, more vacations than they ever would have taken if they would have worked their life around their time off. And so that's a whole nother audio newsletter. But I just want to encourage you to look at your moods and the way in which you're working today, the way in which you worked yesterday. Were you in rushed energy? Well, if you're in rushed energy, then unfortunately you're not going to the depth of intimacy to create the results that you want. In other words, it's hard to master anything when you're busy. And so you leave a lot on the table at that point. Were you in a great mood? Were you enthusiastic, fantastic? Or were you grumpy, moody, and having a hard time with the pressure? You are going to have to hijack the atmosphere of your life, which means look at your atmosphere. And if you don't like your atmosphere, you need to change it. And changing it doesn't necessarily always mean that you have to get rid of somebody in your life because you're blaming them for your lack of happiness, right? You literally can manufacture your happiness by looking at your environment. I always have candles lit these days. I'm just really loving my candles around me. I play Christmas music in the house. I like it. Or worship music, or you know what I mean. I find that if I'm drinking coffee, I don't sleep very well. So taking that out, you're looking at what are you doing to be responsible to create what it is that you want. By the way, it's not that I don't ever drink coffee. That's not what I'm saying. I do sometimes, and about 50% of the time when I drink coffee, I will pay the cost, which is a lack of sleep because of it, because it wakes me up. So I share this with you because it's not about the road being straight. It's about being a messy miracle. And you and I are a messy miracle, which means stop judging yourself, stop judging other people, unhook from your negative moods, unhook from negative news, unhook from all of that, and just look at what can you control, which is the atmosphere in your home. All right, my friends, this is it. This is our story. 2021 is coming to an end. What will be your story?